Hey friends, welcome back to my studio. Let's paint a fun, cute little poppy painting. It's easy peasy and I think you'll really like it. Okay, let's jump in. Okay, let's set the table. This is a 4" by 4" canvas panel from US Art Supply. There's a link in this video's description if you're curious and want to check them out. I like them because they're acid-free, 100% cotton, archival quality. And they come in a pack of 12. I drilled a hole in them and painted, just pushed a little white paint down into the holes. I'll link in this video's description how to wire. I call these ornaments all year round, even though I paint bees and things. We're going to use the same palette as when we painted this live. I'll link the live stream in this video's description. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so we'll walk through the colors. I'm like, as long as I have this palette, I might as well use the paint. So this palette's gonna look messy. It's not gonna be fresh because we've already done a painting. Okay, so I have titanium white. Get that in there. They're all gonna be Liquitex. Quinacridone Magenta. It's almost gone. And then I may mix the red with just a little bit of yellow and Quinacridone Magenta. That's a peachy color with white, titanium white. And the orange is just very little Quinacridone Magenta and cad yellow medium hue. I buy it in the basics. I go through quite a bit of yellow. And then this pretty green is the bright aqua green and cad yellow. Here's the bright aqua green. Does that make a pretty lime green? I just put it out for fun. You don't really need it because this is Phthalo Blue Green Shade. You could mix a color close with white, maybe a little bit of yellow. Oh, definitely a little bit of some yellow. So Phthalo Blue Green Shade, some yellow and some white that you could get an aqua color. And then I've mixed some greens and just like white with the bright aqua green and titanium for that one. This is a Phthalo Blue Green Shade and some white right there. And Mars Black. There's the Mars Black. And then I just mixed kind of a reddish brown. So I take some orange and a little bit of black to make a brown. If you want it more red, add quinacridone. If you don't want it quite so red, add some cad yellow. Okay, I think that sets the table. I'm going to take a 3/4" flat brush from Royal and Langnickel. I have this linked. It's under the shop. There's shop in all caps. It's under there. It's an Amazon link. And I'm going to paint the background, which is going to look like this. I'm going to time lapse it so this video isn't too long because we're going to do the poppies. I'll demo how I did the poppy flowers. Okay guys, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so all I did was, painted the top yellow and white, and then dried it with a hairdryer, and then swiped it with a little bit of white, just to make it look a little bit more interesting. And then this color, I realized, is really close, if you don't want to mix it. It's really close to a burnt sienna, I think. It looks browner here on the label, but I think, oh yeah, that's really close. I don't know if you can see that. That's really close. I'm going to wipe that off a little bit. So if you don't want to mix that brown, just use burnt sienna. And then I painted the bottom yellow, and it was still wet, and I just dipped the corner of my brush in that burnt sienna color and just kind of swiped it a couple times. Okay, I'm going to let it dry, have some dinner, and I'll be back. Hey, I'm going to use watercolor pencils. These are Artist Loft. I got them at Michael's. A lot of times I'll use a chalk pastel. This one's a new pastel from Prismacolor. But this is a little painting. I don't want it as dark. A lot of times I'll use like black chalk pastel so you guys can see it better on video. Maybe I'll just set this down, even though it's kind of far away. So all I do is draw kind of an oval shape. like that. You just kind of, I don't know, can you see that? And then you can even like say the center is going to be about there. And you could paint your poppy as an oval. You don't have to put in all these. Maybe I'll paint this one more simple than that one. That might be kind of fun actually. And then we've got one kind of up here. That might be cuter if we keep it simple. And I've got one up here. Oh, my cat is complaining. She wants to come back in. I just let her out of my studio. This we could do kind of like a triangle shape. Let's see. I have one down here. I don't know if that one's going to show. Not very much. So that's like an unopened bud. We'll put that one. Hopefully I'll remember to put that one in. Maybe. Kind of like fried eggs. There, that's kind of cute. All right, I'll be back. I'm going to let Freckles in. So Freckles didn't want to come in. Isn't that the way it goes with pets? Let's see. I've got a bud down there, but I don't know if I like that. I might leave this like it is, and we'll paint it, and we'll see what we think. Okay. Gotta move some stuff. Oops, my lighting's kind of harsh. I wonder if it's because it's nighttime. Getting shadows. Okay, so this is a 1/4 inch flat brush from Royal. Oh, it's well loved and used. It's from Royal and Langnickel. I'm gonna. So this is a transparent color. So I'm just gonna put some white and pink just to cover the, well, I'm gonna go ahead and do it since I started. I don't know that we need to do this because we have yellow behind it. A lot of times you need to put white or a color with quite a bit of white in it to cover. So then you don't have to put so many layers of the transparent color on it. Here, let's try it and see what it does. Yeah, we don't really need the white. Here, maybe if I hold it up. I'm going to grab just a little bit of water in the corner of my brush. We're just going to paint an oval and see what we think of it. That's not very oval-y. It's all right. I'm just kind of looking for a little bit more of a crisp edge. I'm going to grab some of this. We don't really have a light direction, but I think I might just grab a little water, just kind of play with it a little bit. I don't know if it's going to make any difference. Just kind of see what this looks like. Let that dry. Well, I don't know if we need to let it dry. But that's a really simple poppy. Well, it's a lot like this one. This little one right here. It's just sort of a messy, very messy oval, but I think it looks neat. Little red dot down in there, and a little orange and yellow on top. A couple white dots. I think that's what we'll do with most of them. This one's like that one, but I split it. I think that's what we'll do. And I think I'm going to time lapse a little bit, and then I'll pop back in so we have some real time and some time lapse. I've got another simple poppy painting that I paint with a palette knife that's fun. I'll link that in this video's description. I think you guys will like that one. I don't know how long ago I did that video, but I remember people saying, oh, that convinced them to even try painting, because I just mushed some poppy petals on it. If mushed is a word, or it's a word, but if it's an art term. I might grab a little white. I'm just kind of playing with values. I'm not, just to kind of mix it up a little bit. Oops, my poppy's getting bigger. Things do grow too, like when I paint trees, they kind of grow and get bigger. Oh, I kind of like that. All right, guys, I'm going to paint in a couple more poppies, and I'll be back. Alrighty, let's take a screenshot. You know, I think I'm gonna like the one I'm working on better. I think the simple ovals are better. Of course, you guys do what you like. I don't know why I say that, you know that. So I'm gonna come back with some red. Actually, maybe a little orange. Should put like a little orange. Kind of mixed up. We could put a little yellow too. Brighten it up. Let's put that down here. Ooh, getting kind of messy. That's okay, we can put our center back in. Maybe a little. We could dry it with a hairdryer too, and then put some red on top. But I think we might be able to get away with it. Just kind of dabbing. Maybe a little. Messy little poppies. I've got like a little tail. I don't know if that bugs me or not. But I fixed it, I guess, so I guess it bugs me. I kind of like that. Probably should have left some white in there, but let's finish with the red. Then we can put some quinacridone on it too. Let's see, do we want to come back and put in some of our peachy pink again? I painted it up. I kind of like it in that one. I don't know what I want to do with this one. It's not showing up. Well, that's not any better. It's kind of the same value. Maybe we'll just go darker. Okay, I wonder if we're going to need to dry it with a hairdryer quick. I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got more blues in this one and bigger, more squares and maybe even bigger squares. I did come back on this one and pull some of the stems forward. I'm thinking maybe I'll do that with a Posca pen. Oh, trying to get it somewhat square. These are 0.7 millimeter Posca pens. They're acrylic paint pens. You don't want pens with alcohol because the alcohol will break down the paint, the acrylic paint. Let's make sure it works. So let's put in and maybe even bring that down a little. Maybe. See, this kind of got lost, so let's maybe make it just darker. Help it pull forward. I don't know if we need anything there. Well, that's kind of fun. I'm just kind of not putting in the entire stem in. Oh, here we could. Kind of hint at that one. I think we put some black in this one. It'll help pull it out. Let's stop it at that square. Is that better? I think that's better. Gives a little more contrast. Okay, I gotta be careful I put my hand. Should we put some? That's, I'm looking at my phone. That's kind of fun. You know, if you don't, you could do it with a paintbrush too. I'm gonna grab some white. Thought I'd get this one in frame too so you guys could compare them. You could do a combination of both. I can hear a cardinal outside my window. I like the dots. I think I did put some dots in the squares in this one. Well, here, I'm probably gonna sign it. Let's wash that one off. I'm probably gonna sign it over there. So I just got my brush wet. Posca pens take a few minutes to dry. I don't know how long. Okay. Can we make these bigger? Let's see, why do I sign it? Then I'll know what I can do. Or I put my initials. So A, that's part of the T. Then 1 dot for favorite son and 1 dot for favorite daughter. I think I like this one better. Isn't that funny? I think the squares make sense with the ovals. There's nothing wrong with that one. I just, personal preference. Wonder if this lime green will show up. Oh, it shows up there. I don't think it's, oh, here we could put some little, that doesn't really show. We need a darker color. Well, maybe we just get our black back out. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's kind of fun. It's a little bit more, oh, it's a little bit more whimsical. How many? I don't know. You can tell I'm thinking. Oh, here, you can't really see that one. We'll put one there. Try not to line them up. So you want to paint looser, but like how I'm putting these dots on slow. That's how I put on these square brush strokes. They're deliberate. I think about it. Kind of feel it. Like, do I want one over here? Maybe. We're gonna have to stop pretty soon. We don't want too many. So I'm just kind of looking. I kind of want one there, but I've got the line. I think maybe we'll just stop. I think we're gonna call that done. It's fun, it's happy. Screenshot. Let me know if you give this one a try. You can draw ovals, triangle shape. Everything else is an oval. You could do a circle too, but I just didn't paint it that neatly. Okay, guys. Oh, you could also vote. Left or right do you like better? And if you don't want to vote, that's okay. Just leave it in the comments. Here, should I hold them both a little closer? All right, left or right? That'll be fun. You guys are so fun to hang out with. I appreciate the comments. It's a lot of fun when you. It's great to get to know you during the live streams. My daughter Emily helps me with those. We have so much fun with that. Super appreciate your support, all the shares on social media. That helps a ton. Great big happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye, guys.